Wetlands in the Lewes area, a subcommittee looking to protect them from development. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with efforts to update Lewes's ordinance to further protect wetlands.
The Lewes Environmental Subcommittee is working with the Center for the Inland Bays to take extra precautions so wetlands are not harmed as developments grow. As Coast TV's Tori Seagraves shows us why these steps are necessary to do more than preserve a natural beauty.
Zach Boyles lives in Lewes. He says he is no stranger to flooding in the area.
Just living on the beach firsthand, those storms, when they come in, they hit Delaware State Parks first, and we just see like torrential downpours.
Flooding in Lewes has long been a problem, and with more construction creeping into the city, there is a growing need to protect the wetlands that defend the already existing homes and businesses.
Wetlands are hugely important for all of us. People may not realize that they're a great way of storing floodwater. So the more wetlands you have, the less flooding you have in your streets and your homes and businesses.
According to Toulouse, more development can damage wetlands with the spread of dirt, nutrients, and pesticides. Some recommendations for better protections from the inland bays include differentiating between types of wetlands, mandating a wider buffer between construction and wetlands, and adding more native vegetation.
The developers need to be part of that discussion, figure out how to do it the right way, but make sure you do it so that these incredibly important places to all of us persist, because otherwise they will disappear. And we're very afraid of that and are working hard to make sure that doesn't happen.
Because it is a lot easier to maintain existing wetlands than it is to replace, create, or restore these ecological wonders. The Lewes Environmental Subcommittee will be meeting again on February 12th at 1 o'clock to continue the discussion of wetland buffers. I'm Tori Seagraves in Lewes, Coast TV News.
There are rules placed in Lewes to protect wetlands from being harmed by building projects. Based on current wetland codes from the city, they tell builders where they can and can't build, make them check and report on any wetlands before starting work, and stop them from building in certain areas to keep the wetlands safe. There's also a special zone around wetlands where building is limited to help keep the water and land clean and safe for animals and plants.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think should be a priority for Lewes? Let's take a look at the results from earlier this evening.
They've been updated. Nature conservation still a quite large majority here, Charlie, but flood protection is a decent second.
Yeah, it feels like a two-horse race here with nature conservation having the lead. You could go vote right now on coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.